Phil, but
So obviously firstly I'd like to say thanks to Phil for your kind words, and obviously also thanks to Pam, Neil and Julie for welcoming me into the family. Not just today, but you know, from those terrifyingly lovely moments that we first met all those years ago. Luckily they've all been like really kind and welcomed me into the family, which has generally been over a wine or two, to say the least. I've also been lucky enough to gain 2 sets of in-laws. Now, I know buses all come along at once, but I didn't know that applied to in-laws as well. But obviously I'm being careful what I say, because I've got Pam here next to me. But, you know, honestly, you hear some awful stories about in-laws, but, you know, mine are really good. They're great. I've got great in-laws. Which one? All right, Pam. All jokes aside though, look, I really can't thank them enough for their support and, you know, making today happen. And, you know, small shout out to Neil, who he painstakingly handmade the candle holders that you've all got on your tables today. All sweat and tears went in them, I'll tell you that.
That's why his handicap's gone down.
Obviously, I'd like to thank my dad and Denise for their support too. You know, delighted you're here with us today, and you know, I'm surprised we're still going after the Grand National Day. But obviously, we're all from good stock, and you know, the liver's recovering well. So yeah, we're going again. So, Ellie and I would obviously like to thank the bridesmaids, Emily, Fran, and Rachel. Yeah, thanks for getting her through the morning and introducing her to naked male life Jordan on the head. so kindly, thank you.
That wasn't their first time for.
Why am I not surprised? But you know, sure everyone agrees that you know they all look beautiful today. Obviously, second only to my beautiful bride. So, can everyone join me in a toast to the bridesmaids?
Yes,
To Mr. Feely.
So obviously, I need to thank your best man, you know, just for being here. And obviously, you know, Gareth was amazing, and Johnny's been dead handy in getting people where they need to be. He's the oppo of the day. No, he's not finished yet. But with regard to the best man, you know, nice one for Sword and Stag to out along with your oppo, Rolly. Although it was a complete blur to some in the room. But I do need to warn everyone ahead of Thibaut's speech that, you know, he did have an accent as a child, which means he tended
Took the chance there.
which does mean he's got a tendency.
Carry on.
Which means he's got a tendency to lie and exaggerate.
I don't think so.
Now Neil can vouch for me on this as he's seen his last few golf scores.
I didn't even know his first name, Neil.
And obviously a big thank you on behalf of my wife and I to everyone that's here today. Obviously we're blown away by how many you have come to celebrate this special day with us, and you know, some of you have travelled literally hundreds of miles to get here. It really is amazing the lengths people will go to for a free meal. It means the world to us, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now it wouldn't be much of a speech if I didn't thank my beautiful bride, obviously I'm so happy that she finally decided to give up on the lifelong ambition of bagging Ryan Gosling. Instead just going for an annoying loud scouser who's a bit of a nerd and probably winds it up on a daily basis. Not today. Yes. Yet.
That is
Look, asking Ellie to marry me was without doubt the easiest thing I've ever had to do in my whole life. God knows what I'd done if she had said no. But, you know, to my bride, I can promise you this. I'll love you for as long as I'm here. Go on. I'll never stop showing you how much I love and adore you. You're the kindest, most thoughtful person I've ever met.
Cheers.
With the biggest heart I've ever known. You make me a better person every day.
Go, Paul.
I'll do everything I've got to
Go
make you
for it,
proud
Paul.
and be the husband
Go
of
for it,
your
Phoebe.
You're looking for me in my life, and I'll never ever stop loving you. Yeah.
Shocked.
No. Don't start with the shots. You'll get him with the apple showers next. We don't need that word. Now, obviously tell Nelly how wonderful and very beautiful she is the easiest part of the day. The next part's slightly harder. As I talk about those that couldn't be here. So, I know Ellie would have dearly loved to have a pop here today, who unfortunately I didn't get the opportunity to properly meet. I've seen him across a doorway. But obviously privileged to know Olaf and welcome here today. I know you'd also dearly love to your grandparents from Swansea, Graham and Margaret, to be here today as well. As Phil mentioned before, you know, we're also missing my mum Anne. She passed away a few short months ago. You know, I know she desperately wants to be here today to celebrate our wedding. She had the dress, the shoes, the art, it was all matching. It just wasn't to be.
She's still here, Paul.
Yeah, she's right here.
I know she was really proud.
Is she proud, won't you?
I know. I'm trying not to kick him off. I know she was really proud of Ellie and certainly proved how happy we are having our life together. She really felt Ellie brought out the best in me. And as Phil said, you know, by strange coincidence, it's 6 years to the date when you first met.
Yeah.
But and Kevin will know this, you know, there's one thing my mum would have wanted if she was here or not, and that would be to see everyone together, enjoy the day, and have an absolute ball. So, in that spirit, let's take your advice, raise a glass to those that couldn't be here today. So, to the ones we love. Right, so time to pick this back up. Now, there's one person who couldn't be here today, but he has sent a message for me to read out, and that's from your Uncle Bernard. So, dear Ellie and Paul, so sorry I can't be with you today to celebrate your wedding day. This is because, one, you don't allow wheelchairs on the motorways. 2, it's too far to crawl. And 3, I may get lost. Ellie's side of the family, we sadly very depleted without her grandparents, Graham and Margaret, Uncle Leonard and Auntie Edna, and Auntie Mary and myself. But I'm sure the remainder in Kate and Anthony's family, along with all my concerns, will give a good account of themselves on the day, especially at the bar. Those of us left in Swansea wishing the happy couple the very best in health, wealth and good fortune as you start out and marry life together. May God bless the both of you. Yours sincerely, Bernard. So, finally for me, I'm going to come back to thanking Ellie for making this day so special and for making me so incredibly happy by being my wife. It's very fair to say that when it comes to organising our wedding, I've been as much use as a chocolate teapot. You've heard the spreadsheet story. You've heard the spreadsheet story. So, you know, this day that everyone's currently enjoying is literally down to this amazing, fantastic wife of mine, which is bloody lovely to be able to say, to be truthful. You're probably going to hear this a few times today, but in the immortal words of Jerry Cinnamon, she's a belter. She's a belter. So, can you make your class in beautiful cars, Ellie?
Ellie's
She's a belter.